Welcome to the National Tile Contractors Association's TileTV. I'm Mark Heinlein. Our topic for today is mockups, specifically off-site mockups. As with all NTCA training programs, you will find that we use the tile industry standards, methods, and best practices as our guides. Today, our guidance comes from ANSI A137.1, the American National Standard Specifications for Ceramic Tile, ANSI A108, the American National Standard Specifications for the Installation of Ceramic Tile, the Tile Council of North America Handbook for Ceramic, Glass, and Stone Tile Installation, and the NTCA Reference Manual. Always make sure you have the most current edition of these documents in your technical reference library. There are three primary types of mockups: a dry lay, in place, and off-site mockup. Today, I'll be focusing on off-site mockups. Here are the four off-site mockups that I will review with you today. Shown in these mockups are two versions of 12 by 24 tile and one version of a 6 by 36 plank tile shown in two different installation patterns. We will take a look individually at each of these four types of mockups to show how useful they are to be able to communicate to the general contractor, the architect, the designer, the end user, the owner, how the finished installation will look before the installation has even begun. For these off-site mockups, I have used some remainder foam board where I was able to create the mockups in my workshop, then travel with them to the job site to show the owner, the general contractor, the architect, the designer, the end user, the client, whoever needs to approve the final design. This mockup was created to represent 1/3 offset installation for a dust-pressed porcelain calibrated 6 by 36 inch plank tile. These tiles were calibrated, but the size varied by 1/16 of an inch from the largest tile to the smallest tile throughout the stock. To meet the requirements of ANSI A108, we multiplied that 1/16 inch variation in size by 3 to determine our grout joint width. In this case, the grout joint width becomes 3/16 of an inch. The tile has been set with a 33% offset for this size of plank tile to align the high spots with the low spots such that we do not have excessive lippage. Altogether, this mockup shows that the installation will meet the requirements of ANSI A108. This mockup shows an alternate variation for installing the 6 by 36 inch dust-pressed porcelain calibrated plank tile. This time, we've used a 1/8 inch grout joint and a 50% offset. You may be able to see from your vantage point that the high spots are now placed against the low spots in the tile, and with a much tighter grout joint, the lippage may fall out of alignment with requirements of ANSI A108. We can compare the previous mockup with this mockup and show the owner why the first mockup meets the industry standards installation requirements, while this one does not. Now we have a 12 by 24 inch dust-pressed porcelain calibrated tile. It has been set on a 50% offset. This places the high spot of one tile against the low spots of the adjacent tiles. With a 1/8 inch grout joint and the 50% offset for this tile type, it does not fall within the characteristic allowable parameters identified in ANSI A108. This mockup requires mockup approval by the owner. Finally, we have another 12 by 24 inch dust-pressed porcelain tile. This time it's a rectified tile, but it has been set in a 33% offset with a 1/8 inch grout joint. I've marked the low spots and the high spots where they align between adjacent tiles, And we find that all of the installation characteristics of this pattern, this layout, this joint width for this tile meets the requirements of ANSI A108, and it should easily meet the approval of the owner or the owner's representative. As you can see, using mockups and a variety of mockups, if you have to, is a very useful tool to communicate to the owner, the owner's representative, the general contractor, the architect, the designer, the end user, how the finished installation will look, all done before the installation has even begun. This can potentially save you a lot of time, effort, resources, and money, and a lot of frustration for everyone involved with the job. Again, in this TileTV, we have followed the guidance of ANSI A137.1, ANSI A108, the Tile Council of North America Handbook, and the MTCA Reference Manual. Thank you for tuning in to TileTV. I'm Mark Heinlein. Have a great day.